I just recorded an entire video and didn't turn my new mic on. Okay, it wasn't the entire video, but it was a lot of the video. Excuse me? You want to be in the video? Come on. So I wanted to do a video today, Fall is Life. I wanted to do a video, but my dog won't let me. There we go. But I got my flannel, I got my overalls, I'm feeling really stylish. I have a middle part now. Things are going well in my life. But I wanted to do a video today for a couple of reasons. First being that I got some new camera equipment, hence me wanting to record a video and test some things out. But I also just recently got paid to do a case study on dating apps. My approach to dating apps is a little bit different than a lot of the people I know in my life, and apparently even talking to this researcher. So dating apps have definitely gotten a bad reputation, I think. And yes, don't get me wrong, dating apps are like cesspools with dick pics and people ghosting you, superficial swiping, the culture of there's always someone better on the corner. However, I do think you can approach dating apps in maybe a different, more fun way. I just thought I'd share some of the things that I've been doing just to make it a little bit more bearable. I also wanted to talk about the 3 questions that I ask in almost every single video, how I use them to help filter people out and determine if someone might be a good match for me or not. So the first thing I wanted to say when it comes to dating apps, a lot of people tell me that they get sick of like going out to dinner or going out to drinks, or they get sick of buying people dinner. My take on going on a date is I want to find something that I would like to do, that even if the person is like a dud of a date, it would be fun for me to experience that thing. So I like hiking, so go on a hike, because even if the guy is like not very interesting, I still got to go on a hike. So I win either way, and then I'm not mad about wasting my time. I was chatting with a friend and he had shared that he really liked frisbee golfing, and I was like, well, then take a girl frisbee golfing. And he said, like, what if she's not interested? Well, then find someone that is interested. It's kind of a vibe check to see how someone fits into your actual life. Like, do you want to date someone that isn't open to trying new things? And I will also reverse this. Anything I'm saying, like, you're looking at it from the lens of who you're trying to attract in, but other people are trying to attract in someone as well. If like you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone or try something new or have fun, it might be hard to attract people that are also looking for that, as someone who doesn't listen to our own advice. I also was talking to another friend who was going out on a date and she was worried about not having fun. And I want to remind us all, like, if you're a fun person, you are capable of making like anything fun. I could stare at a wall and have a conversation, and if I'm in the space where I'm not judging myself or I'm letting my creativity come through, I can have a good time. Like, we were all once children that had imaginations and we were able to play and figure things out and create these realities in our head. That is still all inside of us. If you're worried about not having fun, that means you're probably a little too worried about what the other person's thinking or expectations on you, or you're really in your head. And know that you can make it fun because you are fun. Different perspective. Okay, so let's get into the 3 questions. These questions are very personalized to me and to what I'm looking for. Use this if it works for you, or make it your own. It's the first question that I always ask is about ghosts. And this is not because I require a partner that believes in ghosts. Adam, do you believe in ghosts?
No, I really don't actually.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
I'm going to break this down and bring you into the Bigfoot world as the classifications of sightings.
Do you believe in ghosts?
To a certain extent. I, like you, have never experienced something tangible.
The question is really rooted in the idea of, is this person open-minded? If I ask them if they believe in ghosts, they can say no, but it still opens up a conversation of like, okay, well, if you don't believe in them, is there a reason? So it can just be a good check-in to see, like, is this person open-minded, or do they live in a world where it's very black and white? I am looking for someone who's open-minded, so that is a question that I ask to check for that characteristic in a potential dating partner, and to see if they want to go on the show. Duh. Question number 2. I ask them the last time that they cried. 1, I love people's initial reaction to this. It's pretty hilarious. When was the last time you cried?
When was the last time you cried? does that have to
because they crack me up. I asked this question because I am also looking for someone who's in touch with their emotions. If someone shares with me that they haven't cried in 10 years or since they were a child, to me, and these are all personal preferences, it means that they're probably not too in touch with their emotional side, or there's something that's maybe suppressed in their ability to be able to express themselves. Because I feel like I can be a pretty emotionally, like I'm looking for emotional depth, that they have the ability to connect with me in that way. If I'm crying, it's not like, oh my god, she's crying, what do I do? They know, because they also experience sadness, and they know that it's like part of life and it's okay to express sadness. And then my third question, it's kind of a loaded question, and honestly, if you can just observe this, it's much better. How is your relationship with your mother? It generally says a lot about how they will act in the relationship. I've really just noticed this pattern, and again, if I'm wrong, because I realize that some people, like not everyone has a great relationship with their mom. I have yet to date anyone that disproved this theory. Please let me know, like drop it in the comments. I'm really interested in this one. So one more tip outside of the questions, how people start a conversation. If you want a super easy filtering system, depending on what you're looking for, because remember, if you're expecting this out of someone else, maybe you should check into, are you putting in the same amount of effort on your end? I look for how people start the conversation. I personally have an incredibly interesting Tinder bio. Yeah, I will brush my shoulder off on that one. It talks about being nomadic. It talks about living on the road. It talks about ghost hunting. I mentioned that if you wear Crocs and you have your nose pierced, like I'll probably fall in love with you, which is true. There's all these interesting things on my profile that you could use to start a conversation. And so if someone comes in and they just say like, hi, how are you? To me, that's a pretty good indicator that maybe they're not that creative or witty. And again, those are traits that I personally look for in a partner. I truly think dating apps are a numbers game. So like you gotta eliminate people so they're like out. Ask me something interesting. Say something about my profile. Like act like you looked at it. Also putting in your bio what your intentions are. Are you looking for friends? Are you looking for relationships? Are you looking for hookups? Are you looking for travel tips? Are you looking for a job? I don't know. Are you looking to gain 50 followers on the gram? I don't know. Let's all just be more upfront about it, because then people are in choice and like we're not bamboozling anybody. So thank you for letting me create another video to test out some of my new video equipment, and hopefully this was helpful and gave you a little insight as to why I ask the 3 questions that I do in the show. Does he believe in ghosts? When was the last time he cried? And what's his relationship with his mother? Please though, let me know the relationship with his mother, if that's true for you, because I'm like trying to take a poll here, and I would really like to know if it is, or if I'm like unintentionally excluding really good guys who have bad relationships with their mother. I don't know. Thank you, everybody.